So this is Phil. I was working at work last week, and I got my thumb got cut right there, and that was actually a piece of cardboard that did that. That was not a knife, or I was very surprised, man. And it run it right down into the meat, and I was working, and I wasn't really paying too much attention to it, you know. I was like, heck with it, not gonna worry about it, because my body's pretty good at fighting off infection. And so it got infected. And what really scared me was I was working at a hospital and repairing chairs, and after I worked at that hospital, man, it went crazy. And I was like, oh no. Because if for anybody who doesn't know, hospitals are a place where germs go to do workouts. And hospitals are always fighting a battle against germs, and what they do, if it's really kind of unavoidable, is they make germs way stronger. And the germs wait in places you wouldn't imagine, on doorknobs or in restrooms or whatever. And if you have something like this, if you have an opening in your skin, and then they'll attach themselves to that, and then you wind up with something called flesh-eating bacteria. And you don't ever want to get that, because this thumb could be gone in a day if I ever got that. Which that's not what this was, but it just was very persistent. So I got concerned. So I said, I got to do something about this. So the first thing you got to do is you got to clean the wound. You got to isolate it from the outside environment, and you got to help your body on the inside to fight the infection. So first thing I did was I got me a cute little old thing here, cute little old glass here. This is from the Mars Corporation. We used to do work for the Mars Corporation in Tyson's Corner. Actually, I think it's McLean. Very cool people, man. I would love to work for that company. But they had these, and I was like, sure, I'll take 2 shot glasses. Hell with it. Why not? Because they were just giving them away. I was like, I think they were actually going to throw them away. And you're not supposed to pour it all over the damn thing here. Here, I'm going to use this. There we go, there's that. But, I put my thumb in it like this. Like that. Then I leave it there for about, I kept this in for about 20 minutes one day. And I'm not going to show you 20 minutes of that. But, as soon as you put it in, and it also helped it when I had it in here, is that I pressed my thumb down, which kind of opened the wound a little bit and let some of the hydrogen peroxide get into the wound. Okay, and we went from there with it. But after you do that, so we're going to do the short form here, because I got to do my workout here right now actually. But after you do that, you use the non-use part of the paper towel to clean it. Now you can see this is still dirtier than I want it. And I will go and I will use a tooth. I have a toothbrush that's not used, or actually I may use a toothbrush that's used, but I'll put it into some alcohol, and then I'll put it into some probably hydrogen peroxide to kill the germs in it. But I'll go back into the alcohol, and I'll use the alcohol and a toothbrush to clean this better, because it should be cleaned better. Okay, it should not look. There should not be any residual blood over here and stuff like that. But anyway, it's actually, this might not be residual blood. This might actually be what I'm about to put on this next, which you don't see this anymore. Nobody ever talks about this. This is called iodine tincture, and this used to be the way to go with cuts when I was growing up. And the reason I had it is because my wife that's the way you used to go with it. Now what you do with that, you liberally put that in here, right where the cut's at. The cut is right there. Okay? And it's going to burn like shit. Now right now it's not burning like shit, because guess what? You know what that tells me? Well, you tell me either one or two things. You tell me either my skin is completely engulfed in bacteria, or that it's healed, because if it's healed over, you won't get to the nerves underneath that cause pain. So you do that. I do that. Put that on there like that. Okay, see how we got there? Got the iodine tincture on there. It's not burning, which is great. And see how it went around my fingernail? You see how it made it look dirty? But that's what the iodine does. It just follows every crook and nook and cranny in your finger. Alright, so I put that on there. Normally I might redo this whole dressing later, but I'm doing this fast for the video. Then I take this triple antibiotic and pain relief. And this is Neosporin, but this is the CVS brand. I bought this for my wife when she was having so many issues. And what I do is put a little dab of it on there, like that. And I don't rub it. The whole point is to clean the wound and don't contact it with anything. And honestly, using this paper towel is kind of a no-no. If you're dealing with a genuine wound, you want to use sterile gauze out of a unbroken packet, or out of a packet that you have reclosed so it won't be contaminated by bacteria floating in the air. But for this little demonstration, we'll do it this way. So you can see I got a bunch of that Neosporin on my finger. When you're opening up Band-Aids, always be careful to not touch, do not touch where the pad is, okay? Because you want that to stay sterile. This is the tough part right here. Okay, so we did that okay. Now what we're going to do, we're going to take this with the pad, see where the pad goes. I'm going to put the pad right over the Neosporin. I'm going to squish it down. It's going to make a hell of a mess, and that's okay. Push it over like that. Push this over like this. Okay, finger's wet so it doesn't want to stick. Then I take this medical tape, and I must insist that it be medical tape. Don't be screwing around with blue tape or whatever. That's all you got on the job. That's good enough, you know. I mean, that's all you got. But try to use. This is a no-no. I'm gonna use my teeth because I can't. There we go. Okay. And I got our string of tape around that. That's the quick and dirty. Now, I will probably put some more tape over this. I'm not going to bore you with that because I'm going to go get some scissors and tape over the top of this. But the thing what you want to do is you really want it to stay open to the air a little bit so it'll breathe. Because believe it or not, that's kind of good for cuts to heal. But what I'm going to do is I'll put tape over this, and I'll put another piece of tape over this and make a cap, because if I hit this sucker, man, I was hitting this sucker the last couple of days, and man, it was hurting like hell. And I could tell it was getting worse because the pain was radiating from the cut. And I said, oh, no you don't. No, I know what this is. And you can get blood poisoning from a cut like that. And that was just from running my thumb. I was opening a box, and I went to grab the box, and I ran my thumb along the edge of the flap that was on the cardboard box, and it cut the living shit out of me. And I was like, okay, well that wasn't fun. Oh, and also after you use this hydrogen peroxide, this is real cheap. This whole bucket here, this whole little plastic bucket was $1. Okay, from Walmart. Do not pour this back in here. Pour this out. Just throw it away. Okay? Don't reuse that stuff. That's the whole point of trying to keep things sterile. So that's how you do that. I've got this all wrapped up. You can see that the Band-Aid is completely soaked in that Neosporin, which is really, I put a little bit too much on it, but that's okay. My cut is stinging a little bit right now, which tells me that there's a little bit of warfare going on in there, which is good, which tells me this was good that I did this. So I'm going to go do my workout, and then we'll get maybe to a wonderful little church that's been inviting me to them. Maybe not, I don't know. It's going to get real close here. Anyway, that's that. I just really want to encourage you, if you do get a cut, even if it's just a small cut, if you feel any pain in it, you know, any pain in it, and actually, screw that. If you get a cut, tend to it, okay? I mean, I'm 63 now, and I used to get cuts and scrapes and scratches all over me. This iodine just kills me because nobody uses it anymore. I guess maybe that's in betadine scrub, which is a scrub that they use to clean out wounds. But this is how you keep from having to go to the doctor and getting your damn thumb cut off. Because I don't take that shit lightly. I don't take flesh-eating bacteria lightly, and I don't take. I just want to stay in one piece my whole life. So anyway, there we go. That's how you do that. I just want to show you that if you get cut, please tend to your wounds and make sure that you protect them. Because man, I was hitting this the day after I cut it, and it was hurting like hell. I actually put on a pair of work gloves to protect it. Well, I usually wear my work gloves, which kind of pisses me off that I cut myself. It explains why I wear my work gloves. But I didn't that time, and boy, it bit me hard. So I fixed it, cleaned it up. That's why you're seeing this on the videos. Everybody be safe. Have a wonderful Sunday. God bless you, and we'll see you next video. I'm about to run over here and do my workout real quick. God bless you. Peace.